feel so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, 'cause nobody made us, and no one can take this 'cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
Well, it's Monday, and we've made it back. How about that, man? What's going on, buddy?
What's up? What's up? That's a nice funky way to kick it off, man.
Yeah, it is. Patrick and the people, what is up?
We made it to Monday, all the way back around to start again.
I see Tasha Mack, see Tactical, see Jim, everybody, little doggy, everybody's in the house already. So, going to be a good Monday, that's for sure, man.
It is, man. Did you have a good weekend?
Man, I did. I did have a good weekend.
Yeah.
I was working with clients most of the weekend, helping them out, and did a few little things around the house. How about you, man?
Selling some houses.
Working on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Working on it, showing some houses this weekend.
It was a fantastic, busy weekend, man.
Yeah.
It was. I was supposed to go announce Saturday up in Leachville. I ended up not being able to make it. I had some car issues with the truck, man. And like, I don't know if it's a ball joint or what, but
Yeah, man,
I
that
hit a
messed
certain
up.
speed on the highway, and man, that steering wheel is just
No, that
like,
makes
yeah.
me nervous when it
Yeah,
does.
yeah. I was like, I'm
No,
not
I'm
feeling
not-
a 2-hour
I'm not
drive right
driving
now.
like that.
but-
What's that, Mistress Mayhem? I'm not driving with that going on. No, I'll take it right to a shop. I know.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not going down the freeway
Yeah, I'm
with
like,
anybody.
I'm heading for the nearest one I can find.
No,
so.
sir, not going to do that. I showed some houses this weekend. Did close one, I think, over the weekend. I closed one, and I was real happy for my client because, and I think I shared the story. He had a home well out into the rural area of Arch Street, getting closer to East End, and matter of fact, it really almost its landmark, and. He had a relative living there, supposed to be, quote, renting it, but I think never made payments or anything.
Oh, gotcha.
And so they had been there for, I don't know, 3-4 years, I guess, because he moved out of state.
Okay.
And so in theory, they were kind of helping him because, in a manner of speaking, to take care of the house or whatever. So when he decided he wanted to sell it, and he coordinated with me and that person, and I went there, and I had to call him and go, bro, you're in a bad place. Bro.
Oh, no.
You're in a real bad place, bro. And he said, what do you mean? I mean, she's trashed it, dog.
Oh, no.
It's a wreck.
Yeah.
And I said, right now, as it stands, you cannot sell it and make your money back. You're at a loss. You're at like a $20,000 loss.
Oof.
Right now.
Oof.
And he was just broke, bro.
Right.
I mean, he was just broken about it. And I said, well, hold on, man. And I reached out to my contractor over at Spencer, and we all put our heads together, and he did a significant renovation on the property.
Right.
And that was a big gamble. He had to trust me that
It was going to...
if we do this, you can sell this. Now, the great thing for him was I said, what I can do for you with, I worked it out with Sean
Right.
is you can pay when we sell.
Okay.
You don't have to pay him up front.
Right,
You
right.
can pay it when we sell it, And so he said, all right, well, let's do it. When we sold, we finally closed on Friday. And he made more than he expected.
Well, that's good. So it all turned out well for him.
It turned out that he walked away with $30,000.
Okay,
instead
nice.
of losing 20.
Right.
And he was very
Oh, yeah,
happy.
bro. Hell yeah.
Very happy about
Right,
it.
I bet. I know I would
Well,
be.
it was a tough place to be, man. I mean, you hate for a family member to do that.
And I understand, like, that's what drives me crazy, especially about around here is, and this was a family situation, but
Yeah.
you hear the same thing as far as just renters go.
Yeah.
We turn around and say, geez, why are you charging, $1,500 to $2,000 a month?
Because people shit on them.
Right, but so many people, I don't know, man. I
just
feel
don't
like
take
there's
care
got to
of
be some type of happy medium we can all
And it's always the ones that have an abundance of animals. It's like, why do you can't even take care of yourself?
Yeah.
Why do you have 3 cats and 2 dogs, you nasty mother? Why do they live in the house?
I agree. What's up,
because
Sean?
So many times that's how it is. Tasha said she went to Branson this weekend with the kids and got to hold lemurs.
Oh.
Said it was really cool.
I'm kinda
King
jealous.
Julian.
kind of jealous.
I want to move it, King Julian.
I've always wanted to go to Branson. I never have.
Well, go to Cracker Barrel. Same experience.
No, you can't anymore, man. They took all that stuff away.
Now people are mad as hell.
Yeah.
Some people are. You know, that's what happens when you try to cater to everybody else instead of the date that brought you to the dance. You know what I mean?
I was so surprised because you mentioned about Cracker Barrel and them taking all that away. And to me, like, every time I've always been to a Cracker Barrel to eat, to me it's always been a older people restaurant, simply because of that fact. Like, they have all the stuff.
Yeah, because you don't want an Andy Griffith lunchbox.
Right. So it was last week we were talking about that, and my mom had actually called me up after the show. My dad used to love to go to Golden Corral, and she does too. And she was like, I heard y'all talking about that, and I wish they would do that. It would make it so much easier. When I go in there, I just want to go to the hostess and get set down. I don't want to have to, and I was like, oh, wow, okay. It just surprised me that even they were like, yeah, please get rid of all that shit. We don't, it stops us from being able to move through quickly.
Well, you know, they've changed it up now, and a lot of people are not real happy about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't been there. It's not my place, so, whatever. But
I fit in some bowling this weekend. Went out to the bar.
Did you?
Yeah, man.
Man, you
fun.
had all kinds of stuff
I did.
going on,
I did a little bit of fun.
Okay.
Yesterday I got caught. I posted this on my Facebook because I found it so funny. But last night I was chilling and just scrolling through TV aimlessly. And they were doing a Rocky movie marathon on CMT. And I think I came in on like Rocky 3 and then ended up making it all the way through Rocky 4, with Ivan Drago. And like right in the middle of it, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I am such an old man now. Because I don't care what is going on. If I flip through TV and Rocky's on, everything stops. I'm watching Rocky,
That's your
man.
thing.
That is my franchise.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that, man. You know what? They're great movies, number one. Number two, what a great story. It made his career.
I mean, it really did,
Stallone was a wannabe actor. He even did a porn movie, believe it or not.
Wait, what?
Before Rocky, yeah. He sure did.
Nuh-uh.
Swear to God, you can look it up. Google it yourself.
I mean,
I promise you it did happen.
I'll take your word for it. If anybody, you would know.
But he wrote Rocky.
We all know how to look up that gay boxer porn.
That's right. That's what I love. No, he wrote the movie, and then he was going studio to studio to pitch it. And a lot of people loved the movie.
Right.
The script. But they didn't want to cast him in the lead role.
Really?
And
interesting. Dude, I did not know all this.
Yeah.
I'm not a big,
And he was committed because he had written it to playing that part. He was like, I wrote the part for me to play.
Right.
It's a great script. But you got to put me in it, And they were like, you're too small, man. You're too small. And
but I sit here and think I couldn't imagine Rocky with anybody else but Sylvester Stallone. I mean, Bruce Willis gets up there and yippee-ki-yay?
No, I mean, that's exactly right. I mean,
Clint Eastwood.
Who else would be Rocky but Rocky? I mean, at this point.
And
look how long it's gone. I mean, you've got, 5 or 6 of the original ones. Then it went into the Creed series.
Yeah.
I mean, it made his career, man. Who won an Oscar for that movie?
Yeah.
And which set him up forever, really. And he just kept writing hits. And at least the first 3 or 4 are pretty damn good.
Yeah, I was never,
I like the old man one when he came back the last time. It was pretty good. They're good movies.
Right.
You got Mr. T.
Absolutely.
That's Clubber Lang. That was huge.
Yep.
Yvonne Drago, one of the most famous. When I was in the military and I was going through basic training, they had a big movie day for us. And I was like, oh, cool. Doing a movie. And I look back at it now and I see it differently. Than I did then. But what they played was Rocky 4.
Okay.
Which is us versus Russia.
Right.
And so that's what they showed us, And so... But it was still
rile up
cool.
the troops a little bit.
That's
yeah,
right, of course.
Yeah.
But Yvonne Drago, Dolph Lundgren was the shit, man.
Yeah.
I must break you. He was great in that role, man.
Dude, he was.
Yeah. I would say there's a couple of those for me. Shawshank Redemption's one I'll never
turn off.
Go past Shawshank Redemption, regardless of where it is in it. And then Aliens, always the Aliens franchise for that matter.
Yeah.
I'll even watch the Sorry Alien versus Predator ones, things like that. I don't give a shit. I am so pissed off at myself for being so like this new Alien franchise.
Oh,
the
yeah?
new Alien Earth. Like I'm so mad that I have to wait another 2 days to see the next episode.
Oh, it's that good. You're
Oh
hooked.
man, yeah, it's
Yeah.
stupid. I haven't been this way since years, man. Where I'm jonesing for an episode, I'm like, come on, man, just drop them all.
Yeah.
Stop bullshitting me, man. I want to see it. But it's that good, man. I'm telling you, it's
I'm going to check it out,
it's
man.
the second best thing in the Alien franchise, without a doubt.
Yeah, Rambo said he's, or Rambo.
Hey,
Brando said he's more of a
Adrian.
Rambo
Tammy
guy.
Strickland, huh?
Brandon said he's more of a Rambo guy.
Rambo's also another great franchise. I mean,
It is.
He's got the Rocky franchise, the Rambo franchise, and the Expendables franchise. That's 3 different ones in one career.
And
That's pretty great.
I want to come out and say
You wanna come out?
Yeah, shut
Go
up.
ahead. We all love you either way, man. It's okay, buddy. You're in the right, safe place.
Why don't you just give us some news we can use, man?
Okay, fine. I'll go ahead and get into that then. It's Monday. All right. Police rescued a man, Ryan Wardwell, after he was trapped behind a waterfall for 2 days after he was swept off his rappel lines by the extreme hydraulics of the 7 Teacups in California. I assume that's the waterfall. When he failed to return to his car, police launched a search using infrared tech and aircraft, but tough terrain delayed it. A drone finally located him alive. The Highway Patrol lifted him to safety. The sheriff's office deemed a stunning survival story. He was treated for dehydration before he was reunited with his family.
How do you get dehydrated behind a waterfall?
That's a great question.
It's right there in front of you.
I'm not sure. That's the one thing you got is the water, right?
Like,
It does seem odd. Yeah, we don't care about that. Don't care about that.
oh, that is another good movie series.
Which one?
Somebody commented and said, Richard Tatum said the Dark Knight / Man of Steel movies.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
Those are great. Those are great. That's a great time in that franchise for DC. It was the best time probably, at least.
I would think so. Those really, yeah.
Yeah,
I would,
mean,
yeah.
it was pretty. Those were strong movies, all of them.
I know there's been other comic book movies or whatever, superhero movies made before that, but I do feel like that was really like the decade that launched it into being so mainstream.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. That was the year it all changed, or the decade it changed. Hurricane Aaron strengthened to a Category 4 storm with 130-mile-an-hour winds late Sunday, hit the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. It's expected to gradually weaken, but it's going to remain a large and major hurricane into midweek. Could bring tropical storm conditions to Turks and Caicos, southeast Bahamas. The hurricane force winds extend 60 miles from the center. The force of the winds were up to 230 miles an hour. And the area, it says, of strong winds expected to grow in the next few days, affecting coastal areas even without a direct landfall. So the Outer Banks Islands of North Carolina, they evacuated that because of the rising water for,
Right.
the storm and all that. Again, they live on an island, so please understand they're not evacuating the coast, just the islands outside of North Carolina called the Outer Banks.
Don't want them getting all dehydrated.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Kellogg's planning to remove artificial dyes from its breakfast cereal over the next 2.5 years. The makers of the cereals, Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops, looking to permanently remove toxic dyes by the end of 2027. That now includes other companies like General Mills, Kraft, Heinz, and Nestle.
Right.
And again, I will remind you that when RFK came out and said he was going to start asking companies to voluntarily step up and remove these dyes, everybody said, well, no one's going to voluntarily do it. It just doesn't make sense. Why would they do it? Here they are doing
Guess
it.
what?
Here they are doing it. Jim said Aquaman was Pete DC. No, he's not. No, I mean, yeah. I do like Jason Momoa. How about that? No,
think-
absolutely. Little
years
Doggy
from
said,
now-
Patrick, I freaking love that show. I started watching it too. The Alien, Alien Earth. It's crazy good, man. I mean, it's like ridiculous, bro. What now?
They're all saying you look pretty fly, man. today. Seriously.
Well, thank you, man.
So little doggy said, "Has anyone else noticed the success that's just
Oh, my
dripping
God.
from our host today?"
No. YouTube is said to be interested in hosting the Academy Awards because nobody wants to watch the Academy Awards. The big show celebrated achievements in film each year and has aired on ABC for decades. However, streamers like Netflix, Prime Video, and YouTube have been working to expand live offerings with programs like NFL games, etc. And they're trying to get the Oscars. Nobody cares about that anymore. Tammy, that's another great franchise, Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Yeah.
You may not love the newest ones. I don't know. Now, the very newest one I really liked a lot. There were a couple that were just okay. I still struggle with Chris Pratt, treating the Velociraptor like a dog. Hold on. Like that's a giant lizard with teeth, bro. What's going on here? Okay, Blue. Yeah, whatever. Let's see.
Hey, in other news,
Yeah.
it's now been 2,088 days since Ohio State beat Michigan.
Man, we'll get to sports in a minute, so you just park that for a second. I'm not going to acknowledge that yet. Ian McKellen, who plays Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, dropped a bombshell discussing the new spin-off movie, which is called The Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum, at the For the Love of Fantasy event in London this weekend. He said, I hear there's going to be another movie based on Middle-earth, and it's going to start filming in May. It's going to be directed by Gollum, and it's all about Gollum. Adding, I'll tell you two secrets about the casting. There's a character in the movie called Frodo, and there's a character in the movie called Gandalf. So I guess that Elijah Wood and maybe Ian McKellen are coming back to play again. So that's cool. Okay. European leaders announced yesterday they'll join the Ukrainian President Zelensky at the White House today for a meeting with Trump. This comes after Zelensky was not at the Trump summit with Putin in Alaska. Well, he met with Putin first. One after another, European officials are coming in. Basically, look, the media is trying to spin this. Look, they're coming in to protect Zelensky from the big bad president or something, right?
Oh, gotcha.
Look, let me tell you how the world works. First of all, you're not coming to America as the leader of another country just because you want to come. Like, I'm just going to show up and watch you at the White House, Donald. Do you understand that?
All right.
No, it doesn't work like that. That shit has to be scheduled out. They have to schedule out these people flying in. These are big-time people with big-time security. It's all planned out for them to all meet together at the White House because they're trying to stop this, and they're all trying to get Zelensky on the same page with Putin so we can get it done. But they want to act like, oh, they're all coming in to help protect him from the bully. I'm like, man, shut up.
Oh, come on now.
Shut up. This guy won't let go of power. Even Europe knows it. And they're all coming over to help make sure this happens. It's just ridiculous, man. But yes, they're all meeting today. Maybe something good will happen. I don't know. I saw that Trump said that he had a very good meeting with Putin. I would expect him really to say no less, but he seemed like he really felt like some ground was made. We'll see. We will see. All right.
We had some good comments on Facebook. Yeah.
You would like what?
Well, Laura Hull had said the word toxic dye is enough not to eat it. Why is
Yeah.
it in there to begin with? It's toxic.
Good question.
And I said I didn't add this in when you were talking about it, but like they're taking away all these colors from all these foods and cereals, right?
Yes.
So how long until we all start eating
the artificial colors?
the
yes.
artificial? Right,
Yeah.
right. They make it all bright and
But they
colorful,
could,
and
they
like,
could
ooh, look
change
at
it.
that.
I mean, they can use natural dyes.
Or we could all just start doing shrooms.
Yeah, that'd be great too. Yeah.
How long until that happens? you
Maybe
know?
soon enough.
I'm gonna take some shrooms, man, so my Fruit Loops look more colorful. Toucan Sam's just too boring.
T-Mac said she loved Arrow, the show. That was a great franchise, actually. I like Smallville and Arrow both.
Laura said, "Don't judge her. Her favorite franchise is Transformers."
No, it's an exciting
I'll give you the
franchise.
Transformers, like
At least,
dude,
yeah.
Shia LaBeouf and all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good time. I mean, it's a good ride. I mean, it's giant robots fighting. I mean,
Right.
what's not cool
Who would
about
not
it?
like
Yeah,
it?
I get why you would like that franchise. It's a lot of fun, and these are
and cool cars.
Transformers though. it's like Spider-Man. So many kids were invested in Transformers in the cartoon,
Right.
much like kids were invested in Spider-Man the comic book.
Right. Right.
And so when it hit the big screens, it hit you in the feels.
Right,
It means
it was
something from your
nostalgic,
childhood.
yeah.
You know, and so yeah, those particularly were really big characters. You know. What?
You could probably be more cool. No, I'm kidding.
No, that's cooler than you, buddy. Okay,
What up, Ronnie? How you doing, man?
Let's see. Oh, Ronnie James. Texas Democratic lawmakers who left the state to stop redistricting are coming back now. So there you go.
Why.
Yeah, come back to your job. Let's see what happens. Meanwhile, they didn't even execute that redistricting plan. They couldn't even execute it, and yet California already executed a new one to ice out 5 GOP reps there. I'm like, you guys are all turds, man.
Right.
Just a bunch of asswipes, really. Bunch of criminals. Okay. No, not doing that one. Nah, nobody cares. Yeah, not shocking. State Department pausing visitor visas for individuals from Gaza. Nobody really shocked about
You
that
don't
right now.
say.
Yeah.
It's crazy breaking news, man.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. A mechanic working on a 2015 Ford Edge brought into his Minnesota shop made a startling discovery under the hood: a wallet that had been lost by a Michigan Ford plant worker 11 years before. Richard Guilford, now retired, said he remembers the day he lost his wallet working on vehicles that they had shipped to the Michigan assembly plant. And he said he and his team searched for the wallet, but there were 2,000 vehicles. They eventually had to give up. He said it had his driver's license, his Ford Motor Company ID, $15 in cash, and $250 worth of Cabela's sporting goods gift cards. And the wallet's fate had been a mystery until Chad Volt, owner of LC Car Care in Crystal Lake, Minnesota, was working on it. And apparently, he said he was attempting to put the airbox back into place under the hood. It wouldn't fit right. So he found the wallet sitting on top of the transmission. Bug's been there 11 years, riding around on top of the transmission. Car had 150,000 miles on it.
Dang.
At 150,000 miles, that wallet's still there. That's wild, bro, right there. That's wild.
Insane. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Ontario Hill. He said, "What's up?" He's a buddy of mine. He's a manager on the independent scene, man, for a lot of
Man, that's
wrestlers.
very
And
cool.
he also does Mac Man's Media. So he said,
Okay.
"What's up?" Shout out for Mac
What up,
Man's.
what up, what
We
up?
got to get him in here one day, man. You'd
That'd
like
be
to meet
cool.
him.
Yeah, that'd
He'd
be cool. Minnesota fast food worker Rodolfo DePaz was recently gifted a car by a friend after walking 4 miles between his 2 jobs for the last 3 years. His story and work ethic led to a friendship with a local family who took him in and created a crowdfund to support him. Also caught the attention of his employer, Dairy Queen, who's helping him with legal assistance so he can bring his wife and kids to the U.S. from El Salvador. So good for him, man.
Nice.
Good for him. Here's another story. After living in her car for nearly 4 years, 81-year-old Christine Marshall will soon have a new home built free of charge by local builders and volunteers. Her son had raised $70,000 through crowdfunding, but the donated labor and supplies mean those funds can now be saved. The community-led effort built a home valued at over $125,000, and hopefully she'll be safely housed by this Christmas, it says.
Okay, pause.
Yeah.
Read that second line again.
Her son had raised over $70,000 through crowdfunding, but the donated labor and supply means those funds can now be saved.
And she was living in her car.
Well, her son crowdfunded. Yeah, 4 years she lived in her car, apparently.
Why couldn't her son be like, "Hey, Mom, come on, I got a room for you"?
Well, I don't know. Maybe she's a crackhead. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's a great question. It's a very good question, man.
Ontario said, "Wait, did you say Dairy Queen?"
Yeah, that's right. DQ. Last week, 10-year-old Madonna Savanadon became the youngest female player ever to defeat a chess grandmaster, winning against Peter Wells in the 2025 British Chess Open. I said 10-year-old. She began playing at 5.
Jeez.
Quickly advanced through local and international tournaments. Alongside her chess achievements, she enjoys music, pursuing multiple careers, including becoming a grandmaster.
Awesome, go her.
Yeah,
You know what?
man,
At
man,
10, I was
at
happy
10.
that I learned how to pop a wheat.
I was just still eating boogers. I mean, Oasis frontman Liam Gallagher told fans at their Edinburgh shows that he's been banned from throwing his tambourines and maracas into the crowd. They've been touring for their reunion, and he explained to the crowd that he was told not to throw instruments anymore because fans don't know how to behave themselves when trying to catch them. He said they hurt each other fighting over it. Yeah, I mean, of course.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. Of course they would. And you're just going to throw a tambourine out? I mean, come on, man. New music out from I Prevail. The band just released a hard-hitting new single called Annihilate Me. It's the 4th track from their upcoming album Violent Nature, which comes out September 19th. Lead singer Eric Vandenberg said that it captures what the band's all about. So check it out if you dig them.
Right.
Weapons wins the weekend box office. It held on to the top spot in the box office this weekend, pulled in another $25 million. The movie only fell 43% in its second week, which is pretty crazy for a horror film. That's $148 million worldwide now. So that's great. And Bob Odenkirk's Nobody 2 was in third place with about $10 million. If you haven't seen Nobody, it's streaming on one of the channels. And it was one of those things where I knew him from Better Call Saul. Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
You know who Saul is, the lawyer?
Yeah.
All right. His character on that was hilarious.
Right.
And so when I saw he was cast as an action star in this movie, Nobody, I was like, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
could he pull that off?
Yeah.
And so I said, well, let me watch it.
Kind of heavier.
No, he's not heavy, but he's actually pretty tall and lean. But
I must be thinking of the other.
he may be. But I was surprised at how good the movie was.
Yeah.
It's kind of John Wickish in a way, but not.
Okay.
And so now they've got the sequel, and they may do a third one. It's a fun movie. If you just want to watch a movie that's a lot of fun, it is that. This is interesting. In Seoul, Korea, they've been testing life-size holographic police officers to make people feel safer and stop crime in busy areas. Every evening from 7 to 10 p.m., a 3D hologram of uniformed police officers over 5'7" tall appear in a park. Police data shows the crime has dropped by about 22% before that was put up. Wow, that's kind of
People
funny.
scared of a hologram.
Over 5'7", it says.
Right, over.
That way they're tall. In Korea, you would be tall if you're over 5'7". That's interesting.
Jeez, that'd be a giant.
Yeah, no, you definitely would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they definitely.
Over if they're just over 5'7", man.
No, they'd
5'11".
probably start tying you down like Gulliver. All right, let's try to wrap this up a little bit.
Ontario was saying, I guess he said, being of older years, they had horror movies that were kind of hard to believe. He said, do you like this new realistic horror genre? Like, and he means realistic as these are the types of movies that things could actually happen. Compared to like old movies where it was just pretty much, the worst blood and gore incident you could think of.
Well, a lot of old movies, even, you go back, you have The Blob, you have the Tingler, which was a floating spinal cord. I mean, you had, giant women, you had all kinds of weird, different things back in the day in horror films that were crazy. Do I like the newer? I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you mean by it could happen? I mean,
so I guess hey, a whole generation was scarred by the fact of driving behind a big rig.
Final Destination.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So things that could actually happen.
Yeah,
you go to an Airbnb and it's
And it just depends. I think if it's a good movie, it's a good movie. I don't care whether it's. It doesn't always have to be plausible. It just depends on what kind of movie it is.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I do like movies that often are more realistic in that way in horror films.
Okay.
Or
so you'd like it more, instead of just being overly gory and crazy,
Yeah,
you're not going to obviously go see somebody get ripped limb from limb.
I don't. The Saw franchise, I watched the first one. I don't think I've watched any of the other ones all the way through ever. It's just an excuse to blow people's heads up and stuff.
Right, that's,
or whatever, slice and dice them. And
right.
That doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
But like the movie Hush is a great example of that because it's really two people for the most of the movie. and it's a real intense cat and mouse type, but it's a horror film and it's scary and it's a great film to check out. It's about a deaf woman and a serial killer that's trying to get into her house.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I assume he's a serial killer. He appears to be. All right, let's get into some sports that you give a damn about. Now, you had mentioned how long has it been since Ohio State has beat Michigan?
Let me see here. I believe it's been
Tell me again.
2,088 days. Maybe. Let me check here again. They have 2,088.
That's great, man.
Right.
That's great.
We were trading some shots.
Sports
back.
Illustrated has labeled Jim Harbaugh the most penalized cheater in sports history. On Friday, the NCAA Committee on Infractions handed down the penalties resulting from Michigan sign-stealing scandal. Depending on where your team loyalties lie, the penalties were either hammering or as getting off easy.
Man.
Here are the penalties. Michigan, 4 years of probation, $50,000 fine, 10% of the budget for the football program. A fine equivalent to the anticipated loss of all postseason revenue sharing associated with the 25-26 football seasons. That's equivalent to 10% of the scholarships awarded in Michigan's football program for 25 and 26. They also have a 25% cut in official football visits during the 25-26 season, a 14-week probation on recruiting communications in the football program during the probation period. Let's see. Connor Stallions, an 8-year show cause order restricting him from all athletically related activities during the period. I'm not sure they messed something up there.
No, that was right. So it's a show cause order, and basically if any other university or collegiate football program wants to hire said person, they have to understand that they are hiring them with the
penalties.
With the penalties.
Oh, they come with it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jim Harbaugh has a 10-year show cause order starting at the end of the current show cause order he's under from an earlier case.
Harbaugh's never coming back to Michigan.
Meaningless since he's coaching in the NFL.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, they say that, but hey, we all got it, but we were all still mad that he left. Like, dude, you came back, okay, you got us a national championship, and then you did what we all said you were going to do. You went right back to the NFL. So have fun. Don't come back.
Denard Robinson, 3-year show cause order. Sharon Moore, a 2-year show cause order, 3-game suspension. 2 of which handed down previously by the school. He will be permitted to coach during the period. Who is the coach there now?
It is Sharon Moore.
Sharon Moore?
Sharon Moore, yeah, he took over last year.
Okay.
So. Side note, I'm just going to interrupt here. If you are watching on Facebook, either through Patrick and the People or Patrick Beam, and you're having issues, head over to our YouTube. It's working fine.
Yeah, YouTube's always kicking.
We're having some issues on Facebook, man. It's like this is your page right now. It's frozen on there.
I wonder
on
why.
Patrick and the People, it came back, but it was like we
That's
were real
weird.
pixelated for a minute. So I don't know, but YouTube's working fine.
YouTube is great.
And while you're there, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, smash
Please.
it, would you? Negotiations underway that could result in the new MLB broadcasting packages with Netflix, ESPN, NBC, and Apple. Currently, NBC, Peacock, and Apple are considered top contenders for Sunday night baseball, the playoff games in the first round. A deal with ESPN could see them land weekday games and a bigger daily digital presence. Netflix is in play for the Home Run Derby. MLB has refused to comment during the negotiation.
Did you catch, I don't know if you saw it, but Savannah Bananas were on ESPN the other night, man. They had their game on with the firefighters. And has that been going on a while or something? You act like this isn't new, huh?
Weren't they here?
Yeah, just recently.
That's what I mean. No, I just saw that too.
Yeah.
It's cool. They're a cool team.
Have you ever watched much of?
I've watched a little of it.
I've seen their videos on like TikTok.
Yeah.
And dude, it's a fun time for sure.
They put on an epic show. They do a great job.
Waiting list is like a couple years long.
I bet it is. No, they got it going, man. They got it going. Look, Tasha Mack said my YouTube keeps freezing. I keep closing out, but restarting with no luck.
Well, there's something going on.
There is something going on. I wonder what's happening. I don't like that. I don't like it, man.
Y'all let us know.
Clearly, the CFP needed to be expanded, college football playoffs, but I don't know about this. Nicole Auerbach of NBC Sports says the Big Ten is in early stage talks floating the concept of a 28-team college football playoff model. This model would eliminate conference championship games and have the most spots designated. Be 7 playoffs to the Big Ten, 7 spots to the SEC, 5 to the ACC and Big 12, 2 for the G5, 2 at-large spots. The first 2 rounds would happen on college campuses. The first round would be played in what traditionally would have been conference championship weekend.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's take a break since things are acting slicey and dicey. And I don't know. We'll be back in a minute. Yeah, let's.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, because I was missing comments and everything. This is crazy.
You quietly light your own fires, grinning as you slink away, slashing all your own tires, bitching cause you gotta stay. I can't keep running this white horse when you're both predator and prey. Leave the saddle and change the course. A tip of the hat, fuck that, and I'm on my way. I'm headed up a mountain where I can breathe. Gonna stand in a place that makes me believe you may be gone, but there's still a world for me. Yeah, still a world for me. So gorgeous, but it was just a beautiful illusion. Captivating and debilitating, nothing more than sexy confusion. No matter what's been written, it's still living on the page. There's a world without you and all of that rage. And there's still, I know, there's still a world for me. I'm headed up a mountain where I can breathe. Gonna stand in a place that makes me believe you may be gone, but there's still a world for me. Yeah, still a You're telling me I'm a fool, walking away from the best I can get. Those words still haunt my ears, but I gotta believe I haven't found the best yet. Morals leaves a trail of dust, leaving pain behind in full stride. The farther I get from your words, the better and better the ride. I'm headed up a mountain where I can breathe. Gonna stand in a place that makes me believe you may be gone, but there's still a world for me. There's still a There's still a I said, there's still a world for me.
All right, we are back.
All right,
We are
maybe.
back. We are back. Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I assume
I don't
maybe
know.
we're back,
We
right?
lost it on Patrick Beam's Facebook.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Facebook right now, or the whole system for that matter. I'm not sure why it's acting up.
I did just before, yeah, because it was freezing on there, and then I noticed like I missed a whole bunch of comments. They all just came through at one time. So, but one of them was Ontario Hill said ESPN is cleaning up with the distance to WWE premium events, Red Zone, and other sports options. They are seriously becoming the sport network. Unlike MTV, who doesn't show any music videos, ESPN has stayed true to its vibe.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
You don't think so, man?
Well,
I mean,
hey,
it's the sports
first of all,
go-to network.
ESPN's always been sports. It's all that's what the channel is. But number two, no, I think they're coming back to what their formula was. I think they left their formula for several years.
Yeah.
And waded into the political arena a lot and started, inserting a bunch of stuff in there that people didn't want. And that's why they cleaned house and are resetting things because, Disney bought them and,
Right.
and, kind of put that spin on it. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with what he's saying. I think they're coming back to their roots. Yes,
I got you.
Where that it is going to be more focused on that and less focused on all the other bullshit they want to talk about. I mean, but everybody is like, please, man, let me watch sports and just watch sports. Can I?
I mean, I've never been a big like ESPN watcher unless it was for a sports game or something. Let me go grab that door.
Here, I'll get it.
Either way.
You go ahead.
Well, that's what I was saying. I've watched games on ESPN. I've never ever turned on ESPN for Pardon the Interruption or whatever news program is they want to talk about. Are you good over there, man?
Yeah, he's probably right. He says probably need to blow the dust out of the computer. Might be that. Might be the computer.
Could be.
He could be right, man.
Who knows?
I mean, you never know. You never know.
So
all right.
I don't know, but yeah, I've never really. It's interesting that you had mentioned political things like.
Well, they got into all this commentary and debate and stuff like that. That I was like, why are we talking about this here on ESPN? I mean, is this necessary that we talk about it on ESPN? Can we talk about that on the news, maybe? Where it belongs, not in sports. I would appreciate it not being there. Or, I think most people got fatigued with everywhere they turned it being about that.
Yeah.
And that's why we try mostly to avoid it as much as we can,
Right.
Let's see. So let's talk about this. I think this is a good light and fun way to get Monday going.
All right.
So just because you grow up doesn't mean you actually have to grow up. Still plenty of little kid things we can and do enjoy. Redditors are spilling the little kid things they still do, even though they're adults.
Okay.
For example, this person said, every single time I go to Target, I have to walk down the Lego aisle. I don't even buy them. I just like to look at the big complicated sets and imagine building them. See that?
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah. This one said, watching cartoons. As an adult living in today's world, I just need a break from reality and want something funny and innocent. Now, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Or you just smoked a nice.
Tasha says we're lagging way behind Facebook on YouTube. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have to pause and reset this stream because something's going on. Brandon, I want you to reset it. Just go ahead and redo it right now. So we'll be back in just a minute, all right?
All right.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Well, let's get this stuff situated then. All right, now let's see if we're back and if it's doing better.
All right, we are. I'm pulling everything up.
Okay, let's make sure we're looking good here.
Let's see. All right, we are. All right, we're live on your personal page.
Okay, that's good. That's
So
good.
That's good. All right. 1 out of now. Yeah, now I see us. Okay. Let's check out Patrick and the people. We're bringing all systems up.
All right, so let's see. Give us some feedback if it's lagging or not. We'll need to know what's up. So just let us know if you see any more lagging there.
Looks like we are live.
Yeah, it looks good there.
How are we looking there? Yeah.
Well, Doggy said it's back and better than ever. I don't know about that, but okay, yeah. There we go.
I'm not seeing any freezing or anything on
Okay,
Facebook
good,
right now, so
good.
I think we just needed. It didn't quite have its Mountain Dew yet this
I
morning.
don't know what it was, man. I'm not sure exactly what it was. So we were talking about things that little kids do that now adults won't stop doing.
Right.
Turkey says lagging bad on his side.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, y'all. You know what?
Hold on.
We're
Let's just see what happens here. Is it still? Give it just a second. Give it another minute, Turkey, and let me know if it's still a problem.
Let me check out.
He says slow and skippy.
I'm waiting for somebody else to say it because right now,
Yeah, right
I mean,
now
I know
it's
I'm
just him.
connected to the same internet we're using to broadcast.
Yeah,
on,
and it looks
but
good there.
It looks, yeah.
Okay,
Looks
well
like it's running smooth.
Let's pretend that he's the only one with the problem for now. Mister says mine's working great. Yeah. No, everything looks good. Okay, so here's something. Buying dino nuggets. I'm a legal adult who can cook actual food, but sometimes you just have a bad day, and the only cure is dinosaur-shaped chicken.
Right?
I mean, I get it. This one said rainbow sprinkles on my ice cream.
Didn't Laura do that for you for dinner like a couple months back or something?
What's that?
She
Dino
made you some
nuggets?
dino nuggets and a mountain of mashed potatoes
she
with
did.
a little gravy.
She did. She
hill
made a
and-
whole scene. That was probably a
Right.
year ago, but she sure did.
Yeah, see, man.
Wasn't for me, but it was funny. Rainbow sprinkles on my ice cream. They look cheerful. I like the crunch.
Yeah.
Chocolate sprinkles are not an acceptable substitute. I want every color of food dye or no deal. Yeah, I don't like sprinkles on anything. Going into pet stores just to look at all the animals,
That's like a core memory, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Are there,
Back when-
there's not many pet stores around.
I was gonna say back when pet stores existed,
Yeah.
yeah, that was the thing to do.
Yeah,
Now you've got all the corporate ones, and they've just got birds and rabbits and little
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Coming home with cool looking rocks in my pockets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking for frogs and crawdad in creeks and ponds. I'll never be too old to get excited over catching a frog. Yeah, I'm a hold on that one. I mean, when I didn't even like catching frogs when I was a kid. I mean, I like the crawdads just to catch them because, they look gnarly. They look like a scorpion without the stinger, so it was cool. Till you get pinched by one of those bastards. It does hurt. Driving by farm animals and saying their names out loud. Says, hi, cows. Hi, horses. Person said, I'll never stop climbing trees. I've been scolded in parks by elderly people who seem to think that 35 is too old to be in a tree. Well, if you don't fall out of it, I guess it's fine.
Right.
I mean, if you fall out of it, you'll have to deal with it.
You know what my favorite kid thing to do
What?
is, like when I'm grocery shopping, start running with the cart and then hop up on the edge of it and use it as
Oh,
kind of,
yeah.
just surf.
Yeah. This is a good one. And I bet a lot of people, did this and still do. Use the force to open automatic doors.
Whoosh.
Yeah. No, that's great. I mean, everybody's done that at least at one point that was a
Yeah.
fan of the series anyway.
I did that up until I threw it off, and then the door didn't open, and I walked right into it. And
Yeah, it didn't work.
force was not working.
No, it was not working for you at all, was it? Let's see what else. I love anything sparkly. I'll be the only one in the nursing home with a bedazzled walker. I think my wife may have sent that one. She does love bedazzled. She once bedazzled a blower that we had.
Like a leaf blower?
A leaf blower.
Like,
Yes. I was like,
all
what are you
sparkly.
doing?
Wow.
You bedazzled the...
That had to take some time.
It did. An unreasonable amount of which. Putting chips in sandwiches.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Can be all right. Buying action figures and collectibles. I'll never stop collecting. They're for all ages.
Yeah, no.
Well, of course they're for all ages.
I mean,
Yes, absolutely they're for all ages. Do you play with them? In the tub? No.
Stop looking at
I'm
me,
better
Swamp.
shampoo.
I like how we both went to the same movie
Yeah.
for different references. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we get together.
Yeah, no, it's just why it works. Running up the basement stairs on all fours like a cryptid because it's dark and spooky there. Okay. Is
It
there
must be a
anything?
northern thing.
Must be. Is there something that you still do that's kid like?
I mean,
that's
like I
holdover?
said, still, trying to like ride the grocery cart or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still watch wrestling?
Skateboard. Yeah. I mean, that's not a kid thing. What are you talking about?
No, but it's from your childhood.
It is, yeah.
Now,
But of course, yeah.
It would be a kid thing if you collected the action figures.
Right.
Do you have any wrestling action figures?
No. Nope, not a one.
None?
Nope. Not a
Not
single
even
one.
a Hulk Hogan?
Not a
or
Hulk Hogan. Nope.
John Cena?
Nope.
What kind of wrestling paraphernalia do you have?
A couple of pictures.
You have any autographed items?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, like from whom?
Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
Oh, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
one.
I have an autographed picture from him. Actually, Michael Dampier hooked me up with that one. Burger
Oh, that's
Chef.
cool. That's cool.
Got one from Farouk, Ron Simmons, from
Yeah.
when I actually announced at an event that he was at.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, man, I've got a couple of those. The kiddo, most of my wrestling stuff went to the kiddo.
I got you.
It was, traded down. So
Yeah.
he's the one with, the championship belts, and he's got
Yeah.
the action figures that have all been, broken and torn apart. and,
Right.
the little mini ring. And
Yeah.
dude, when you're look, I'm a parent of a 7-year-old. There is no collecting anything and having it, especially toy wise.
Turkey said my collectibles require a background check. Those are very large vibrators, by the way. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? I apologize. What? What? What, man?
Oh, that was good.
All right, we'll flip it now and go with list the things millennials. A list of the things millennials finally realized their boomer parents were right about.
Okay.
All right, so it says when we were growing up, we rolled our eyes at our parents more than once. We may still do. There are some habits and phrases they do and say that seemed old-fashioned, but as you get older, started to realize not everything boomer parents did is out of touch. Some of the things they do and say make sense. Yeah, I mean, they weren't complete idiots. I mean, just come on, man. I mean, it's not like they were from 2 billion years ago. They're not Neanderthals. It says, what things are we talking about? These are the things that millennials finally realizing their boomer parents got right.
Okay.
Number one, waking up early sets you up for success. Do you agree with this?
I mean, I guess. We wake up early as fuck.
Yeah, no, that's true. It has not set me up for success.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
No, I'm
I
kidding.
mean,
I'm kidding. No,
depends on what your definition of success is.
I think it does. I think, getting up and getting dressed and getting some momentum is good in my mind, in the morning. Even if I weren't doing this, I wouldn't get up this early.
Right.
But I would get up probably by 6 or 7, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time did you get up when you weren't doing this?
Like 10.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm kidding. at an appreciable time. No, because of course I've got kids, so normally 7, 8 o'clock, at the latest 8 o'clock, if you
Yeah.
let me sleep in.
I got you.
Yeah, Latasha says, how do you know how big Turkey's vibrators are?
I don't.
man?
I'm
You wanna
just
share
assuming
something?
that's what he was saying. I didn't know what it was. He said a background check. I wasn't sure what he meant. I'm just speculating, T-Mac.
A round of the back check.
Yeah. Family dinners weren't just about the food. Yeah. No.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. That's
Yeah. I mean, it's great if you can sit around a dinner table together and just talk about your day and stuff like that. I think that's cool.
right.
We do it a little differently now. Typically, we're centered on a TV, but oftentimes we'll pause that TV because we start talking and,
And you
just
get
goes
onto
that.
it.
Yeah.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
do y'all sit at a table or y'all just kind of chill on the couch?
No,
and
we have
eat, or-
TV trays,
Okay.
that we use. Says number 3, keeping a tidy space actually makes a difference. Yeah, it does. But yeah, that's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Is people bitch about how high the rent is, and it is extraordinarily high. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, it's exorbitant. But I get why.
Right.
I mean, look, you buy these properties, you spend a lot of money on them. You have to maintenance them. You have to keep the air going. You got to keep a good roof on the place. You got to do all these things. And then you rent them to somebody who, shakes your hand, looks you in the eye, and says, I want to take care of your house.
Yeah.
And then they just take a shit all in it. All their animals are there. Then they bounce. They leave a bunch of shit there.
Right.
The carpets. Look, almost every rental, and I mean this, almost every single rent home, if you have a renter that lives there more than 2 years, when they move out, you're probably going to have to change all the carpet.
Yeah.
And hopefully you've gotten rid of carpet anyway, and you're putting down some kind of hardwood or something, LVP.
That stupid wood plank floor
The
that's
LVP.
off gray and everybody
You don't
thinks
like
it ought
that?
No, it's just so overdone, man.
Yeah.
Like you can almost guarantee every time when I've been looking.
Yeah.
When I've been looking for an apartment, as soon as I see with the little 3 stars that say newly renovated,
Yeah.
and scroll down, I can bet money it's gonna have that gray plank floor.
Yeah, it's going to have the that old wood look to
Yeah,
it.
every time.
Yeah,
that
no, that's-
fake wood
that's the big
false,
thing.
and they think it grants them the right to charge $2,000. Like if
Well,
you have this floor.
Now again, when you have these apartments, it is different than just a rental home. But most people who own rental homes go with the trend color.
Yeah.
That they're told is the trend
the
of the
seller,
time.
yeah.
And that's the one. And I do agree. It's time to move past that particular color. You find another color of what
Right,
you can deal
like-
with. But I agree.
Even house remodels, man, I feel like that's
No,
just like the one they run like,
it
hey,
is.
if you go with this gray wood plank, we'll give you a great deal.
Well, because gray is more neutral and
Right.
it goes with more colors, and forever it was Little Rock taupe, not the floors, but the walls
That's
were
it,
all
man.
brown,
I'm calling it now.
What?
We've got gray floors. We're losing the fruit color in our Fruit Loops, man.
Yeah.
10 years, we're all just going to be a gray, depressed world of sad people that just want
No,
some freaking color in our life.
But I do, I understand, from a renter's perspective, like I said, why they think it's high. But I also, but now being in real estate, I see these homes be devastated, and I'm like,
I
man,
have, yeah.
somebody moves out, and you got to put $5,000, $6,000, $8,000 in it, and now everything you did earn is gone.
Right.
Because it's not like most of these people renting their homes aren't making a shit ton of money.
Right.
I mean, even if
Yeah,
they
they're
had,
barely scraping by.
I mean, they
most of
might,
the time.
some of them are making $200 to $400 a month. Most of them probably about $200, $300 maybe, and probably most of them now pay a property management company 10% of what they make just to oversee it.
Right.
So then you got that eating into it. So yeah, it's not really.
I feel like this
profitable.
needs to be something that's addressed.
What's
like-
that? Why people shit on?
No, I mean
Oh.
just the whole rental market of
Yeah.
houses and apartments. Like
Yeah. What is it you want to address?
I don't know. I just feel like there needs. I feel like there has to be a happy medium somewhere. I mean, I don't remember this ever being a big thing in Michigan. I mean, of course, rental prices are astronomical up there, anyways.
Right.
But that's also because of the economy up there.
Sure, I think they're astronomical everywhere.
Right. But I don't know, man. Maybe it is.
No, I'll tell you what happened. Here's what happened. This is the truth.
Because this is the flip side. The good renter,
Yes.
don't get me wrong. I have been that bad renter before. I've learned from my mistakes. Now I do want to take care of the place. Not only because it's my home, but, just whatever.
Yeah.
And, I kind of feel like, now we get the raw end of the deal. Like, I know I'm going to, oh, you want me to pay $1,200 in security deposit.
Well,
Okay,
here's
I'm going to
what-
have to pay that, but I know you're going to nickel and dime me anyway to not have to pay that back to me, no
Here-
matter
but-
how well I take care of it.
That is true. I don't think most people get their deposits back. And,
Right.
and I think that for a good renter, it's a disservice.
Right.
However, having said that, look, here's exactly what happened. This is exactly how it played out. It played out that, everybody was renting homes out. You would call the owner
Right.
of the home, and
Right.
you would rent the home from the owner. You'd go meet them. You'd walk through the house with them.
Right.
You'd look them in the eye. You'd shake hands. You'd make an agreement, and boom, you were off on your way, right?
Right.
And then these homeowners started getting fleeced out by renters who were tearing shit up, just like we talked about.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I mean, that's what would happen. And so after that happens 2 or 3 times, they started turning them over to property management companies, and then that became the thing. So now that all the property management companies run it, well, they're all setting the bar of
Right.
what that is, and they all want to be the same so that one's not more or less than the other.
Right. Right.
And so that's what's setting those prices, and that's why the price points are the way they are. But I understand that they, sometimes you can't afford to keep going. You can either sell the house, which I see a lot of people do.
Yeah.
They'll rent a house out for a year or two, and then they're like, I don't want to be in the rental business anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to sell it.
Just get rid of it.
Yeah, because it's
What's up, Jay?
it's a lot of challenge to it, man. To make profit in that is harder than you think. And I think harder than most people think when they get into it. They think, oh, yeah, this is going to be great.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest, man. Like, it's not like you're just like you're not going out and buying a house next week and then turning around and saying, oh, hey, I'm going to rent that house out that I just bought. So now
Right.
my payments, like these people
No.
bought their houses forever ago.
Okay,
that
but not 30 years ago.
Okay, all right.
I mean, yeah, if you started renting it after 30 years, okay, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's free and clear. That's a whole different game.
Well, that's like, because you come out and you say, and I hear everybody like right now saying tactical. I charge $1,100 right now for rent, which is actually less than my payment on the whole place. But
Yeah.
he said, just because I own it doesn't mean I don't have a payment due. But that's also what I'm like, everybody's coming out, oh, well, I need to charge $1,500 a month to make. Why, did you buy the house? Is that really what your payment is? Or have you had the house for most of the houses that for rent are older houses? I
Sure.
feel like.
Of course they are.
So if the house
not gonna
was
be the
built
brand
in the
new one.
80s or 90s, how are you still paying
Well, because-
$1,800 a month?
Okay, well, that's a great question. If they're the first person who bought it and they bought it new and they lived in it since the 80s, then yeah, maybe that's more profit.
Yeah.
But most of the time, that's not the case. They're going to be the second or third owner.
Okay.
And so they don't have 30 years paid out, And that's just facts. I mean, sometimes you find that. And yes, if you somehow make it 30 years and keep your house in good condition, then you can rent it and make money.
Right. But
Yeah.
that's a long, that's
a long ride.
That's a
to get
long goal, yeah.
Let's see. What else? It says saving money instead of spending it all. That's something that millennials feel like boomers got right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no.
I mean, again, yeah.
It's a good idea to actually save money. My son told me the other day, he goes, I got 3 savings accounts, right?
Right.
I was like, really?
Go you.
Seems inefficient, but very good that you have 3. It's good that you have 3. I don't know why, but spending time outdoors isn't optional, it says. Building genuine relationships take effort.
Yep.
Actual effort. That's true.
Yeah.
It's very true. And then working with your hands grounds you. Yes, sometimes it does. It's good to do that.
Or just spending time outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tactical said, I bought mine a year and a half ago. I needed the land. I had the idea to rent the house to help pay for it, but I'm about ready to sell the house. I hate renting it. Yeah, no. Todd said, I agree, Rich. I was always a great renter because Tom does construction. We always fixed everything before moving out. We left it better than we received and still had to fight for
Right.
the deposit back. That I agree with. I think oftentimes they scam you out of it. They'll tell you it's normal wear and tear. It's what they need to do. But that's not the deal you made when you signed it. You signed a deal that said if I leave it basically in the same way I found it,
Right.
I get my deposit back.
Right, right.
And I would fight for a deposit back as far as you can go. I mean, you can't go that far.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you pretty
But
much
yeah,
you have to figure
you
that
almost-
money you're just pissing away.
You almost do. Yeah.
Like-
and that, again, for a good renter, I think it's a real disservice
It
to
is.
them. Because if someone
But see,
if someone takes the time, effort, and consideration to care for your home
Right.
the way you would have wanted it and hoped it would be,
Right.
then they should be treated right for that.
That's how I feel, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know. But should it happen? Yeah, no, it absolutely should.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell you, man. I mean, it changes my, because like where I live at, there's some noticeable home repairs that need to be done. And I've told them about it, and I've said, hey, look, this is an issue, and they've come and they've thrown a Band-Aid on it, and then that Band-Aid has come off, and I'm like, look, it's no longer my problem.
No, that is something we do have to address the other side of the coin, which is slumlord, shitty landlords.
Right.
Which is guys who clearly don't have enough money or don't give a shit to take care of the property for the renter.
Right.
And want them to live in the shit.
Right.
Because they can.
Yeah.
And I think those people are scumbags.
Yeah.
Now look, if you got in over your head, I get it. Okay. But own it.
Yeah.
Say, bro, look, if you want to move, I understand. I'm over my head here.
I will tell you a story. I had one landlord that I was renting from. This was in Hot Springs. Mm-hmm. And, it was so bad that, and we didn't know all this. This was in, our first month of living there. But we had moved in, and, we had a good storm come through, and water pouring down through the ceiling, through the window seams on the inside. And I was like, hey, this needs to be fixed right away.
Yeah, it's
ruining right now. This is disgusting. Do you know how much? Right. Do you know? Right, exactly. Do you know how much this is?
No, I'll sue your ass on that one.
Right, and then
that's a health issue.
Our back door, no matter what you did, it wouldn't lock. You could lock it, and it would click like it's locked, but a good 3 tugs, bam, that thing would pop right open.
I mean, in fairness, you lived your whole life with your back door unlocked, hadn't you?
Shut up.
I enjoyed that one.
Trying to have a serious conversation, Patrick.
I'm sorry, buddy, but you're right. No, when it's a safety issue like that, and if that door, if someone had broken in, and someone got violated, hurt, that's a lawsuit.
Well, I ended up telling them about it. They kicked us out. They cut our lease short. They were like, hey, we're just going to break your lease.
Okay.
We feel like you're too much of a problem,
Good.
And
Good.
I was
Thank
like,
you.
really?
I appreciate it.
Wanting livable conditions is too much of a problem?
No, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave you something special on the way out.
Right.
And I'll tell you what you do. You ready? The curtain rods that are round.
Okay.
That they sometimes will have up.
Yeah.
If they got that, you can take the end off of it, shove a couple 3 sardines in it, plug it back up.
They'll never find it.
Man, they'll spin forever.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you got to get payback, bro.
I mean, I get that, but ouch. That's rough, man.
All right, let's take a break, shall we? Hold on, something's not playing right. Hold on. Why is nothing playing through?
Do we not have any songs?
Bear with us a second.
Underneath the neon lights, we weave our way through the night. Cotton candy clouds above a carnival of love. Oh, what a sight. You laugh as the bumper cars crash, a twist of fate in every dash. You ain't no turkey leg girl, you're a sweet surprise. Let's make it last. So I'm giving you half a hot dog, sharing smiles and dreams that a week long. You're the melody stuck in my head, all the moments we've said with everybody feels so right. Sweet girl under the moonlight, just you and me, let's laugh and play. Here's my heart on this fun-filled day. Roller coaster screams, we scream along. Your joy's a spark, it feels so strong. We dance through the crowd, spinning round and round to our own little song. You said the funnel cakes are great, but it's half a hot dog I celebrate. With ketchup dreams and mustard schemes, we toast to life and all its gleams. So I'm giving you half a hot dog, sharing smiles and dreams that we log. You're the melody stuck in my head, all the moments we've said with everybody.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut the song off. All the buttons are acting wonky this morning. I don't know.
Yeah,
What the
dude,
hell's
what is
on.
going on?
I
It is
do
a
not
Monday.
know. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
Get
if
back
this
in the
works.
seat here. What's
See
up,
how that-
Robert?
See how that's? I'm pushing that and it's not playing through.
Well, no, I can't. Your hand's covering
Oh,
over it.
okay.
I mean,
See,
I'm
look.
just, but yeah. Oh, well, that one does it.
All right. So why is that not?
Which one is it?
Why is that not? No, I've already played one of those. See that?
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
Okay. So let's try. Let's just sit here a second. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working right.
I don't know what's going on with
Yeah,
it.
no, we're just having
So we'll
too many
unplug it.
issues today. So I tell you what, it's just too many issues. One too many for me. We need to get this right because we're not putting out a quality product
Right.
now. So
Let's reset. And
yeah, so as much as I hate to do this, I'm going to end it today because we need to get this shit right and figure out what's going on. Something's gone janky in the system here, and we're going to have to figure out why and what's going on. So
fair enough, man.
my apologies to everybody for a Monday. It is a Monday. We will get through it together, and we will be back tomorrow, all right?
Later, everyone.
Late.